Hello, hello. Welcome to the day 3 edition of the Facebook event. New Year, New Me, January 13th to 20th, 2022 vendor market. I am Lauren. I'm here as the Stampin' Up rep here. Going to make a project looking at doing something inspired from the kit, but a little more my style. So we're just going to get started actually. So to start out, I need a white piece of stuff, as I'm apparently dropping papers here. Bear with me a moment. Okay, I need a white piece of cardstock, but I need it smaller than that, so I'm going to grab my trusty paper cutter here. And I'm just going to cut in half. So half of this would be 4 1/4. So let's at least get it in half. And then I'm just going to pop that away into my storage. But I'm going to go a little smaller. I want to go 4-inch. I just want to get the half point for next time I go to use that piece. And then the long ways would be 5 1/2. I want to go 5 1/4. Because there is a reason for everything. There we go. Alright. So I've got my base started here. And we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to go with the banana theme today. From the stamps from the paper pumpkin kit. Lots of pun. So let's go bananas. Let's go bananas. So I've got my stamp. Got my ink, which is the early espresso color here. I'm just going to see if I can bring a little bit of light in. There we go. A little bit of light coming in. So it's a little dark on my table. Alright, so I'm just going to take my ink and get stamping. So the inspiration is I want a whole bunch of bananas all across this sheet. Generally, odd numbers is good. However, whichever way you go. As long as we got a nice collage of bananas is what I'm going with. And of course, in the background in the kitchen, I've got my coffee machine making me some tea for... Oh, I didn't even stamp that right. Oopsie. If in doubt, there's always the back side of the sheet, but that's not so bad. And let's keep it going. I might end up doing more bananas in this sheet, but we'll see. Because, of course, me trying to plan ahead, I went and tried out a version of this partially as a step out. Which you shall see. You shall see in a little while. This is definitely going to have more bananas than my original, but that's okay. And it needs one more. And I think we're good for a whole bunch of bananas. I'm going to clean my stamp. There, nice and cleaner. Alright. Put that away. Now what this needs is some facial expressions. But I gotta figure how many bananas do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I got 9. Alright. Yeah, my coffee machine's now done. So I've got 2 happy faces happening here. We're going to start with the first one. And on just over half of these guys, we need some happy faces. Like so. Yeah, nothing too fancy. What I love about using these stamps is I can create my own decorational just by starting with some basic materials, which is super, super cool, in my opinion. Alright, we got my happy face. And then before I get all mixed up, I have some glasses and a mustache. So let's get a bunch of glasses going here. Like so. So, because I got 5 with that happy face, I'm going to do I'm going to do 2 with the glasses. And then 1 with the mustache. That way they're not all the same. We're going to make Mr. Mustache way over here. There we go. And then we're going to swap. There's a party hat on here I still want to use. So that being said, I have left over 4 of these guys that will have the smaller facial expression. So then I'm going to stick a party hat over here. So I'm going to do 3 party hats. There we go. And then I'm going to grab the last facial stamp, the little happy small one, to do the remaining bananas, because I want them all to have faces. Because they're certainly partying into the new year. And there we go. There is majority of the stamping portion done. Just going to cap my ink, put off to the side, put my stamp away before I lose these little buggers. And then cover that up. Alright, so there is the starting point. Now, a little black, not black, it's like brown and white, because that color is the early espresso stamp color. However, we got a little bit of color to this. So that's where I've got some colored pencils here. So yes, some of these are Stampin' Up colors. Some aren't, just depending on what I was looking for. So coordinating color to this kit is definitely the Daffodil Delight Yellow. But in the meantime, I'm going to color all the party hats in the green color. And I'm getting chirped. Welcome to Facebook. So it doesn't have to be any perfect coloring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to color a few of these, and then we'll step out. But that way you get the gist. Unless you really want to watch me color for the next little while. Okay, there's our party hats. I'm going to do the stems in this brown knockoff color I've got kicking around here. I realize I'm not even showing you on camera very well here. Sorry, guys. Because I definitely need to figure out a better desk concept. Working on it. Where I'm at, I have so much more space now. This is actually being a considerable help for trying to do live videos. And one more stem over here. There's got a bit of a shadow happening. And my mouse cable is being a bit of a pain. Alright, so originally I was going to use a lighter yellow, and that's where I brought in this other knockoff brand. But when I did these originally, they were pretty light, so I wanted to blend it with the Daffodil Delight color. So I will show you. And it helps to have a really good sharpener when coloring. So I like to have a really nice tip here. Alright, and then I'm going to do a light shading to start on the, so all the bananas will be the same. That we have an idea what we're doing here. And then I'm going to darken it up on some of the areas along the top and along one edge. That way you have an idea of what we're doing here. I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight color and go over that darker edge to really make the color pop. So there's a little lesson in coloring today by how making it a little more dimensional by just add a second color, but don't color the entire thing. See, that looks pretty cool, eh? So there's an example of coloring. I'll do one more here. There, I'll do it right side for you. So just give it a nice once over with the lighter yellow. I find, depending on the effect, in this case, I want the lighter color to stand out, and then I go a little harder on the bottom here, along to the top, shading the top a little more. Okay, that way you can see what we got going on, and then take this other yellow, but you can tell the two color differences, eh? Like, it's unbelievable how blending can work. And then along the bottom, just go over with that darker yellow, but not the entire banana. And then up to here. And it can be a little messy, which is actually kind of fun with doing this kind of technique. Is it can be messy, but it can be really cool. So there is our coloring. I'm going to step out because this could take me a little while to color them out. So here is another one that I've done. Same technique that I've been doing. A little less bananas, but you get the idea for what we're going for. So I'll just put you off to the side. We have an idea. So we're going to finish this guy off. Now, I'm going to need some other paper. I'm going to bring in a green that I have here. I'm going to bring in my paper cutter. It's occurred to me, I have lost a piece of paper. Found it. A little chaotic. Alright. So I'm going to bring out my paper cutter, and I want to make a card base here. So again, I'm going to go with the half of the 11, which is 5.5. Let's get that. And we'll come back to the other piece because I might finish the second one in the video depending on time. Check my measurement because that should be 8.5. It is. Excellent. So we're okay for that for a tiny bit of time. I'm going to take this card base, literally fold it in half. Get my bone folder, which is here somewhere. There it is. And I'm going to take my picture and make sure that it fits a little smaller than the card base, which it does perfectly. There we go. Alrighty, and then I'm going to need I need a small piece of green. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to salvage some of it, because I have an idea for later, is cut that in half. So if that is 8.5 across, I want 4.25. Because I'm actually going to use that for something else. So now I've got a smaller piece to work with. What I need to figure out is I want to use the sentiment stamp. Where is it here? I'm going to put on my block already. Is Celebrate, Go Bananas. I want to use that stamp, but I got to figure out my sizing for the paper. Just going to get it on this block half decent. All right, so we're going to figure that out. What's nice about having some grid paper on the table is I can use it to get an idea for how long is that stamp. Or I could go this way. I know I'm twirly here. So from there, it's actually just over 2 inches. And it takes about a 1/4 inch, no, half inch. Half inch, I believe, for the height. So that being said, if I go 2.25 by half inch, that should work. Let's try it out. So I got a small piece of white paper here. So let's try it. So let's go 2.25. I'm gonna have to eyeball it because it just occurred to me this paper cutter is not conducive for that. Okay, we got 2.25. Let's check. Yeah, that will fit. And then I said it was by about a half inch, so I'm really gonna have to eyeball it here to get that size. This is where it gets a little challenging. And I certainly hope, not sure if that worked. It doesn't look right for some reason. But if I lay it on top, we're more or less there. So I do want a second one cut, just in case I need to, fix my boo-boo. Just in case. Okay, we got that. And I want a green piece to be a little bigger, actually. So my green, if I said half inch by 2.25, so it'll be 2.5 by 3/4 of an inch. So let's get the 3/4 cut now. Okay, we got that. And then it'll be about 2.5, I said. So that'll be about there. And let me see if this worked for eyeballing a size. Yes, that will work. And that's what I'm kind of going for. I want a second set just in case I make a boo-boo. So it was 3/4. By about 2.5. Say about there. There. So I've got 2 sets. just in case. And I need it for my other one anyway. Alright. My watch is bugging me. My watch is telling me I haven't moved enough today. Alright, I'm going to move some of these papers aside. So I'm going to take my stamp. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use on both the white pieces. Actually, one looks a little slimmer than the other, but it happens. Here's my ink. Alright, so I've got Celebrate, Go Bananas. There we go. We got one. Let's do the second one. Here we go. There's our two twins stamped, because I might very well need them. Clean my stamp. I'm going to put that away. Alright. Gonna put my stamp away, because that's a cute one. Alright. So we're going to finish. So I'm going to put one of these aside, because I don't really need it. I need it for my other project that's actually incomplete. And then I'm going to do a little more stamping, actually. So that way I can remember. I'm going to put my kitty on now before I totally forget. Let's finish this up. There. Just to kind of show you where I'm at. Clean my stamp. And get out the Angel policy for Stampin' Up. I gotta get my Created By out because I love using that on here. There we go. And I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Up trademark here. Boom. Clean my stamp. Put that back in. I might do a little more stamping, but I'm thinking. Alright. I'm gonna flip it back this way for a moment so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna adhere this down with regular glue. I'll probably go that way. Directional makes a bit of a difference. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal from Stampin' Up. Pull the cap off. I just need to prime it just a little. There we go. I'm going to turn it back towards you so you can see. So then I'm just going to lay it on there relatively nicely. There we go. Boom. And then we're going to use some Stampin' Seal on this to put onto that little green card base here. Here we go. And then we're just gonna figure out where to put that. Yeah, I might just put them right there. And use some dimensionals for that step, which are here somewhere. My little bag of goodies here. Just looking for some full-size dimensionals, which I do have. I got a lot of little guys too. Which is actually nice. I got a lot of little dimensionals. Of course, me trying to find just the big ones. Oh my goodness. They're here somewhere. Alright, there we go. Now I found a pack of bigger ones. It took a while. I'm gonna have to order some more sometime. Get some more in. My collection's getting a little spotty. Just gonna get 2 dimensionals. Pull off the caps. And then I gotta remember where I want to put this. Okay, make sure I know my direction. And there we go. There's a really cute mini card. So I love the use of colored pencils. And then just to kind of jazz it up a tiny bit, I'm going to grab my white card base here that I had from earlier. I'm going to make sure it's sized to the size I want. So I want it to be 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp something on here. So I'm thinking of a toast to your success. I like that actually. And I'm just going to season it. I'm just going to stick it right there. I really like that for a nice thing to put inside. A toast to your success. And I'm going to put a banana there actually. Just to really pretty up the inside a little more. There we go. I'm just thinking, do I want to give it anything else? That's what I'm looking at. We got... Oh, I like that. I really do. So we're going to finalize by putting in that card base, or that inside panel base, just to really seal it up. And make sure I don't get upside down. Hey, I've done that actually. And there we go. There is our really cute project as a way of inspired from the kit and using basic materials, which I just love doing this type of concept. Super, super cute. Alrighty. There we go. Awesome, awesome. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and certainly hope you have a great day. This is obviously for the New Year, I always screw up the name. Sorry. I'll eventually get New Year, New Me, January 13th to 20th, 2022 vendor market, which is a cool and exciting event. And yeah, if you're catch up on the replay, that would be great. The link for this event is in the Facebook section. So yeah, certainly check it out. do a little shopping for the new year, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. You know what? I'm going to say hello. That way you can see me. Hi. I just love this. This has turned out a lot nicer than I intended. I really like it. All right, thanks. Bye. Making sure I click the right button.